Good day everyone, I'm J. Lumerdi Chavia from BSHM3A and I'll be tackling about the Chapter 7 in Philippine Tourism Law. So, in Philippine Tourism Law, there are the learning objectives, identify the laws affecting the transportation sector, identify the rights of passengers of commercial transportation, explain the relevance of the law's promotion to tourism in the country. The laws regulating transportation establishment. From the time the wheel was invented, man began to travel and experience different corners of the world. In modern times, with the invention of the first flying machine and marine vessel, tourism started to grow at a fast pace. Transportation as a business carriers with it not only high returns but a great responsibility for many lives are not stake in this risky sector of tourism. Law on Common Carriers, Article 1732. Common carriers are persons, corporations, firms, or associations engaged in the business carrying or transporting passengers or goods, or both by land, water, or air, for compensation offering their services to the public. The topic outline, the law, discussion of the law, application of the law. Responsibility of common carriers. We have first and the second. We have first article, common carriers from nature, from their business, and for reasons of public policy, are bound to observe extraordinary diligence, vigilance over the goods, and for the safety of the passengers transported by them according to the circumstances of each case. Article 7155. A common carrier is bound to carry passengers safely as far as human care and foresight can provide, using the utmost diligence of every cautious person, with due regard for all the circumstances. So, the Article 1733 is the common carriers that from nature of their business, wherein it's the part of their business that will bring to each sites or each ports to deliver. And then the Article 755 is common carrier bound to carry the passengers, wherein we say it's passenger boats, and the Article 1733 is cargo boats. And we have the common carriers for the acts with the liabilities. Result number 1, we have the Article 1759. Common carriers are liable for the death of injuries to passengers through the negligence of willful acts of commerce employees, although such employees may have acted beyond of their authority or violation of orders to common carriers. Result number 2, liability of the common carriers does not cease upon the proof that they exercise the diligence of a good father of a family and the selection of the supervision of their employees. The enforcement of liability common carriers. The liability of the common carriers can be enforced of the following causes of action. First, the case death of injury caused to passengers. The victim may file a case of contract, of carriage or culpa contractual against the owner of the common carrier. In case of death or injury caused by the stranger pedestrian, the victim may file criminal complaint against the driver of the common carrier. So, there are two common carriers na liability ang driver and also the company. Wherein the first is pwede mag-file og case for the breach contract. And second is for the passengers. We have also damages recoverable from common carriers in action based of culpa contractual or culpa aquiliana. The damages that are recoverable are as follows: actual damages, compensatory damages, moral damages, exemplary damages, death, indemnity, and attorney's fees. So the actual damage is the product that been damaged and been brought by the carriers, and also the compensatory damages wherein they will pay the compensation of the damages. Moral damages wherein the credibility of the owner of the product that been carried by the passengers or the cargoes. Death indemnity wherein the death of the passengers or the carriers. We have also the attorney's fee. Okay, next, nature of airline, bus, and shipping tickets sold on common carriers. The best evidence of contract of carriage is the passage ticket 25 under or jurisprudence. An airline, bus, or shipping ticket as a contract of adhesion considering all the provision thereof are prepared and drafted only by the carrier. Person authorized to engage domestic transportation, air transportation within the limits of the Philippine territory shall be reserved only the citizens of the Philippines, except as otherwise provided the Constitution and existing treaty or threats. The term citizen of the Philippines means A. An individual who is citizen of the Philippines or a partnership of which each member is such individual, or a corporation of association created organized under the laws of the Philippines, which directing head 2 to 3 or more board on direction and other managing officers are citizens of the Philippines, which 60% voting interest owned or controlled by the person who are citizens of the Philippines. Registration of aircraft. Only aircraft owned by the or released or leased to the citizens of the Philippines and which are not registered under the laws of any foreign country may be eligible for registration. So regarding sa registration sa aircraft wherein we are here in the Philippines, only can register the aircraft like Philippine Airlines sa Cebu PAC. The Filipino is only the owner can register the aircraft. Next, documents required: application for accreditation to operation as tourist transport operator, mayor's permit and municipal license, business name certificate, and all amendments thereto, if any, in case of a single proprietorship, and in case of corporation or partnership, as certified through copy of articles of incorporation by its law or articles of partnership and amendments thereto, if any, duly registered with the Securities and Exchange Commissions. Proof of ownership or contract or lease over or area adequate to serve as a maintenance of depot and garage for all the units not applicable to water transport. A list of names of officials and employees of their respective designations, nationalities, home address, certified correct under oath by the General Manager, President, and such as other paper documents as may required from time to time the Department. So the documents required to support the application for accreditation to operation as tourist transport is crucial, wherein they will bring a lot of tourists and then they may have safety and security of the passengers. So that's why they will get mayor's permit, license, and other protective documents. We have topic outline second, for land transport, for water transport, for air transport. We have a law, seat belt law, law on transportation of animals. In the seatbelt law was enacted to secure and safeguard its citizenry, particularly the passengers and drivers of private and public motor vehicles, from the ruinous and extremely injurious effects of vehicular accidents. So that's why the front seat is need to wear a seatbelt. The second, the law on transportation of animals by virtue of Republic Act 848565, also known as the Animal Welfare Act of 1998. It shall be the duty of any operator of any land or air or water public utility transporting pets, wildlife, and all other animals to provide, in all cases, adequate, clean, and sanitary facilities for the safe convenience and delivery thereof, their consignee and other at the place of confinement. So regarding the law of transportation of animals, it is prohibited. Passengers may bring wildlife animals that are exotic, that are endangered. So that's why there's a law of transportation animals to protect the life of the personnel who are in charge, and also to avoid injuries wherein other animals may left their cage or exit their cage. So that's why they have to follow the law on transportation of animals. We have also the law on importation of vehicles, the Public Law Service. And we have the Republic Act 7227 allows the free flow of goods in the capital within the Subic Bay Free Port in the Subic province of Zambales in order to attract investors to invest their capital business climate with the least government intervention. So this act is good for Zambales because Zambales is no access of transportation, so that's why they have to import vehicles. We have the Public Service Law. Public Service Law includes every person who may own, operate, manage, or control the Philippines of higher compensation with a general or limited clientele, whether permanent, occasional, or accidental, and done for general business purposes of any common carrier, railroad, a street railway, transaction railway, subway motor vehicle, steamboat and steamship line, ferries and watercraft, shipyard, unless otherwise exempt. No public service shall operate without having been issued by a certificate of public convenience or certificate of public convenience and necessity. So the public service law is intended for the passengers to have the safety and security of their transport. We have also the traffic laws. Parking prohibition. No driver shall park a vehicle or permit to stand by, whether attended or unattended, upon a highway or any following places. The example of this is the towing line in the Baisu. Next is within the intersection, the crosswalk, within the 6 meters intersection of curb lines, within the 4 meters in driveway entrance and to fire station, within the 4 meters of fire hydrant, in front of private driveway, on the roadway side any vehicles stopped by parked on curb bridges of the highway, and at any place of official signs have been erected prohibiting parking. So the so it lots of traffic laws wherein to avoid inconvenience of the other transportations. So and other operations that been about for emergencies. Example of that is the fire hydrant wherein the fire station or the fireman will get a water for the fire truck to be refilled. Transportation laws play a crucial role to maintaining order and safety within the transportation industry. So that's why it is important to avoid inconvenience of the passengers, the tourists, and other people on hurry in their travel. Thank you so much and God bless us all.